Hello everyone, welcome to WB Institution, the online education app. In the previous class, we have seen about theories of failures under static loading. So how the material mission element will get failure, we have seen under static loading. It has been classified by theories of failures. Now based on theories of failures, we will solve some numericals. Say in a problem they have given sigma 1 is equal to 200 megapascal, sigma 2 is equal to 120 megapascal, sigma 3 is equal to minus 40 megapascal, SYT, that is the yield strength in tension, that is 600 megapascal, and mu, which is Poisson's ratio, it is 0.3. What they have asked is calculate FOS using all theories of failures. So by using 5 theories of failures, we have to calculate what is the factor of safety in the given stresses. So there have been mentioned 3 stresses. All 3 are normal stresses. So we have to consider this body as a triaxial stresses. Now according to maximum normal stress theory, the failure theory given by this equation, the relation between the stress, normal stress and the yield strength of the specimen is given by sigma max is equal to SYT by FOS. So we can say easily which value is sigma max in the given question. So sigma 1 is 200 megapascal, sigma 2 120 and sigma 3 is minus 40. In this the maximum value is sigma 1. So we can directly take the value as sigma 1. Now FOS equal to SYT divided by sigma 1. So in the question they have mentioned SYT and sigma 1. Just simply substituting the values, we get the value of FOS, that is 3. Now in the next theory of failure, that is maximum shear stress theory. In this theory the equation is given by tau max is equal to SYT divided by 2 into FOS. So how we calculate tau max? That is by using Mohr circle, sigma 1 minus sigma 2 divided by 2, sigma 2 minus sigma 3 divided by 2 and sigma 1 minus sigma 3 divided by 2. So if we calculate all these 3 values, whichever we get the highest value, that we have to substitute for the tau max. So in this case we get the value for maximum shear stress, that is sigma 1 minus sigma 3 is equal to SYT by 2 into FOS. If we substitute the values, we get the value of FOS is equal to 2.5. Here sigma 1 is 200 minus of minus 40. So 240 is equal divided by 2 is equal to 600 divided by 2 into FOS. 2 gets cancelled. So FOS is equal to 200 divided by 240, which gives us FOS as 2.5. Next theory of failure is maximum strain energy theory. So in maximum strain energy theory, the equation, the relation between stresses, normal stresses and the yield strength is given by sigma 1 square plus sigma 2 square plus sigma 3 square minus 2 mu into sigma 1 sigma 2 plus sigma 2 sigma 3 plus sigma 1 sigma 3 is equal to SYT divided by FOS whole square. So we know all the values of sigma 1, sigma 2, sigma 3 and mu. Here also we know the value of yield strength in tension. If we substitute all the values and calculate this above equation, we get the value of 2.7. So you can take a calculator and solve this problem and check whether it is coming 2.7 or not. Next theory of failure, maximum distortion energy theory. In this maximum distortion energy theory, it is almost the equation, the relation between stresses and yield strength is almost equal with maximum strain energy theory, but we have to consider the mu as 0.5 in maximum distortion energy theory. So the equation which we get is sigma 1 square plus sigma 2 square plus sigma 3 square minus sigma 1 sigma 2 plus sigma 2 sigma 3 plus sigma 1 sigma 3 is equal to SYT divided by FOS whole square. Now substituting all the values, all values are given in the question, just we have to substitute and we get the value for FOS, that is 2.83. Next theory of failure is maximum normal strain theory. So according to this theory, when the material will fails, so we have to calculate the safe load, that is when the strain maximum is equal to SYT divided by E into FOS. So here epsilon maximum is given by the equation Hooke's law. So from Hooke's law we get the equation for strain in particular stresses. So what happens in sigma 1, that is epsilon 1, epsilon 2 in sigma 2 and epsilon 3. So they have mentioned the normal stresses, that is the principal stresses they have given in the question. Now we have to calculate the principal strains. How we calculate the principal strain? That is by Hooke's law. So the Hooke's law states sigma 1 is equal to, epsilon 1 is equal to sigma 1 by E minus mu into sigma 2 by E minus mu into sigma 3 by E. So in the same way for epsilon 2, that is sigma 2 by E minus mu into sigma 1 by E minus mu into sigma 3 by E. In the same way epsilon 3 is equal to sigma 3 by E minus mu into sigma 1 by E minus mu into sigma 2 by E is equal to SYT divided by E into FOS. So we have to calculate all the values, epsilon 1, epsilon 2 and epsilon 3. So based on this, whichever we get the maximum value, we have to equate it with SYT divided by E into FOS. So in this problem, if we take for the given values, we get the maximum value of strain at epsilon 1. So I have directly taken the strain at 1. So that is given by sigma 1 by E minus mu into sigma 2 by E minus mu into sigma 3 by E is equal to SYT by E into FOS. Here E is common, so we can directly cancel it. Now if we substitute the values, all other values are known, we get the value of factor of safety, that is 3.4. So in this way problems will be asked in competitive examinations for a 1 mark question or also for a 2 marks question. In the similar manner of previous problem, let us see 2 more problems which have been asked in the previous year's question papers in GATE and ESE examinations. The second one is, we have a solid circular shaft subjected to bending moment of 5 kN meter and a torque of 8 kN meter. Yield strength in tension, that is 350 megapascal. Factor of safety is to find safe dia using Guest's theory and von Mises theory. So while explaining the theories of failures, I have said that we have to mainly concentrate on the names of the 5 different theories. So they may ask either directly or indirectly, that is by Guest's theory or von Mises theory. So basically Guest's theory is nothing but maximum shear stress theory and von Mises theory is nothing but maximum distortion energy theory. So based on this, we have to calculate the safe dia for the solid circular shaft. So let us assume a solid circular shaft. So in this there are two forces, two stresses are acting on the solid shaft. One is by torque and other one is bending moment. So the values have been mentioned in the question. What they have asked is to find the safe dia of the shaft. So basically theories of failures is used to calculate the safest design parameters for a mission element. So in the same way, for this solid shaft we have to calculate the safe diameter. In any problem which is related to theories of failures, first thing what we have to do is to calculate the principal stresses, that is the stresses in x direction, stresses in y direction and stresses in z direction. So here we have two stresses, one is bending moment, other one is torque. So there is no axial stress acting on the shaft. So then we can take it as sigma 1 and sigma 2, which can be given by 16 by pi d cube into m plus or minus root of m square plus t square. This is by combined load, that is by due to bending moment and also by torque. So using this formula we have to calculate the principal stresses. The first step in calculating the safe design. So by substituting these values, we can get the equation like this: 16 by pi d cube into 5 plus root of 5 square plus 8 square into 10 power 6. What is 10 power 6? That is nothing but unit conversion from meter to mm. So using this we get two values. How two values? That is, by using plus we get one value, by using minus we get one value. So by using plus, what we get is the positive value, that is sigma 1, and by using minus we get the value sigma 2. Here sigma 3 will be is equal to 0. Now we know the principal stresses. Just applying this in the theories of failures, which gives us the unknown value, that is the diameter of the shaft. Now guessed theory. So in guessed theory we have the relation tau max is equal to SYT divided by 2 into FOS. Here tau max is nothing but from the Morse circle sigma 1 minus sigma 2 divided by 2. Here there are only two stresses. So directly we can take sigma 1 minus sigma 2 divided by 2 is equal to SYT divided by 2 into FOS. Here 2 gets cancelled. I have directly cancelled it and wrote this equation. So sigma 1 is 73.51 into 10 power 6 and sigma 2 is 22.58 into 10 power 6 divided by d cube. So here minus and minus I have taken it as positive is equal to SYT is given in the question, that is 350 megapascal, and factor of safety is 2. Now from this equation the only unknown value is diameter. So we get the safe diameter of the shaft by using guessed theory, which is equal to approximately 81.88 mm. Now the second one is von Mises theory. So according to von Mises theory, it is also known as maximum distortion energy theory. The equation is given as sigma 1 square plus sigma 2 square plus sigma 3 square. Sigma 3 is 0, so I have eliminated that. Sigma 1 square plus sigma 2 square minus sigma 1 sigma 2 is equal to SYT divided by FOS whole square. Now we know the value of sigma 1, sigma 2. The only unknown value will be the diameter. So from that equation, if we calculate this equation, we get the value of diameter of the shaft, which is 79.22 mm. So we have seen previously at the time of explanation of theories of failures, the diameters of different types of failures, comparing to different types of failures, the value, safe value will be changing, keep on changing. So based on the application of the particular mission element, we have to select which theory we have to apply for that conditions. So in this condition we have got two diameters, one is 79.22, other one is 81.88. So if we use 81.88 mm, that gives us more factor of safety, that gives us more safest value than 79.22. Hence we can say it as more conservative, and which this can also be used, but at the whatever the application, based on that we have to choose the theories of failures. In the similar way we will see other problem. A thin cylindrical pressure vessel of internal diameter is 1 meter is subjected to internal pressure 2 megapascal. So yield strength in tension is given as 300 megapascal, FOS as 2.5 and Poisson ratio is 0.3. Find safe thickness using Higgs theory. So what is Higgs theory? We have to keep it in a mind. Higgs theory is nothing but maximum strain energy. Now we have to calculate this safe thickness. So in this problem it is basically on the thin cylindrical pressure vessel. So let us consider this as a thin cylindrical pressure vessel. So it has an internal diameter of 1 meter and it has internal pressure 2 megapascal. We have to calculate the thickness of the wall. So the cylindrical wall, we have to calculate the thickness. In this thin cylindrical pressure, there are two types of stresses basically acting on the vessel. One is longitudinal stress, other one is the stress acting on the cross sectional area. So there will be no shear stress acting since it is very minimum. Now we have to calculate two stresses, two principal stresses only will be applicable in this state also. So first step is calculating the principal stresses. How we calculate the principal stresses? They have mentioned two stresses. Based on that, we have to calculate the principal stresses. What will be the sigma 1? What will be the sigma 2? So sigma 1 is nothing but the stress in the along the cross sectional area, that is given by sigma 1 is equal to PD by 2T for thin cylindrical pressure vessels. So by substituting these values, 2 into D is 1 meter, we have converted into mm, divided by 2 into T. The only unknown value will be T. And sigma 2 in the similar way. The next one is longitudinal stress, which is given by PD by 4T. So if we solve this, we get 500 divided by T. Now by applying maximum strain energy theory, we get the value of thickness. How? That is, the equation, the relation between stresses and yield strength is given by sigma 1 square plus sigma 2 square minus 2 mu into sigma 1 sigma 2 is equal to SYT by FOS whole square. In this, if we substitute the value of sigma 1 and sigma 2, so mu value is also given, SYT is also given, and factor of safety is also given. We have taken T square, which will be the common after substituting these values. Then the equation becomes 1 by T square into 1000 square plus 500 square minus 2 into 0.3 into 1000 into 500 is equal to 300 by 2.5 whole square. So by solving this equation, we get the thickness of the vessel, which will be 8.12 mm. So in the similar way, they may ask different failure theories to solve the problem on the thickness or on the diameter of the shaft, any of the type of the mission element. So thank you for watching this video. This is entirely about theories of failures under static loading. So we have seen whatever the safest design for the static loading. For more videos, subscribe to WB Institution.